This is your WW3 news of a Friday afternoon. Italy is no exemption like things which are happening in America and in the UK and rest of, I should say, in Europe regarding the car market. Repossession. Only here in Italy in the last year or so, it was recorded 126,000 procedures of repossess of vehicles because, the people couldn't keep up with the payments or afford their, monthly rates. Because basically, they are very expensive cars, and obviously the dealership and the manufacturer slap on extra costs, which runs in the thousands as well. Some persuade you not to buy this vehicle in cash because it's more convenient to pay in as monthly instalments. The zero deposit once upon a time does not exist anymore regarding Stellantis. When it comes to these high purchases, you have to put down 6,000 or 7,000 euro. You probably can buy a second-hand car for that price decently enough. And obviously, monthly rates, 36, 48 months. And the maxi rate you have to give back to them, which could run into the 15, 20, 25,000 euro. You give back the car or you refinance the thing, because that car after less than 36 months is worth less than half than its purchase price tag at the first time you bought it. And regarding the engines itself, 3-cylinder, 1000cc, 1.2 with turbo, they are a recipe for disaster. They are very expensive to repair and to maintain as well as maintenance. It's not true. Our 3-cylinder engines are better than 4-cylinder engines. 3-cylinder engines use a hell of a lot of fuel. To compensate this thing, to make it more competitive, these 3-cylinder engines, they operate at a high compression in the cylinders. Therefore, the fuel, the petrol, is squirting inside in the cylinder at a more higher pressure to compensate that loss of power due to new emission things which have come out here in Europe. Therefore, your vehicle uses a lot more fuel. In fact, the chassis and the bodywork is a lot more heavier than the capacity of that of an engine of a city car, which has to be mounted on a powertrain which 1.5 tons, a lot more. Therefore, stress and wearing on the engines a lot more premature than you would mount a big engine on it, 4-cylinder, 1.6 or 2000cc. And the demonisation of diesel engines, because they're economical, fuel as well, and you can do a lot of mileage on them. So it's just a load of bullshit. SUVs, see here in Italy, are around about 55% of the market, really. It's the manufacturers and journalists of this sector making people convinced to buy this type of vehicle, which was an American vehicle from the start, which they're growing in size every year, which passes a slap on another 30 centimetres in dimensions. When you're going to park a thing which is practically like a van, you need what happened to the old station wagon or sedan or city cars. You know, for the manufacturer, it's the same manufacturing cost as a SUV, but at the retail price, you pay more. And this in regards, for example, in the Stellantis group, you probably pay more for the same type of car, same engine, same technology, and so on. It only differs in bodyworks, lights, internals, because it's of another brand name of it, Stellantis. Basically, it's the same shitty car. That's what I call badge engineering. And people are trying, those people who are wise, they tend to keep their old bangers and keep them on the road a lot more than they want to. There are efficient cars if you maintain them, do regular oil change and that, and they will give you a lot of mileage as service. These newfangled engines, 3 cylinders, high compression turbos, as soon as they touch 150,000 kilometers, they are only good to throw away because they have the obsolescence already programmed in them, mechanically speaking. They are designed to break a lot more soon and then cars of 10 years ago, 10, 15 or 20 years ago, which are a lot more robust in construction. And obviously engineering technology there was a little bit more different, more better. Not the crappy cars which were probably made of Lego, and you pay a premium price for a basic model of a vehicle, really. Basically, it's all a con. Make it the punters buy, and internalist eons of HP finances and so on. Because when you finish paying it on these SUVs, they're only good enough to be thrown away, and you have to buy another one. You start from square one again. The motor industry, the manufacturers, they've got to realise, and even the dealers who sell them, people don't want these cars. Is people buy vehicles for their personal needs. But these days, people buy it because it's a status symbol, possessing an SUV, which is absolutely ridiculous. Going around with a big car with a lawnmower engine underneath the hood, it's ridiculous. But a lot of people fall for this trick. They want to flash off with a thing which, within a few years, it's worth nothing. It will cost a hell of a lot of money to repair as well, because there's a lot of electronics on board. There's always the European Union regarding emissions and these so-called safety gadgets, because they consider drivers mongoloids. They're not exactly foolproof, these gadgets.